Winchester, a historic city which sees past and present entwine. Each cobbled street holds a part of Winchester's identity. That is, independent stores and restaurants. These small family-run and locally sourced businesses are the backbone of this thriving city.
Okay, good.
Cool.
Is it fine?
Yeah, it should be okay.
My name is Dan Taman, and I'm one of the director of Kavi.
I'm Mike, I'm co-owner here at Pizza Tavern.
To not look at any of the cameras, just to me.
I will just look to you.
Can you state your name and job role?
Hello, I'm Sarah Davis. I'm the Business Improvement District Manager for Winchester.
Can you state your name and your job role?
Louise Goodall, and I'm a director of Minty Boutique.
Kavi is it's a dream of collective, me, my business partners and stuff. We always dream about how can we provide like the best food, best coffee.
Winchester Bid came about because businesses in the city weren't getting what they expected from a local authority. Through no fault of their own, local authority funding was being pulled back, and so businesses started talking together in kind of a city centre partnership arrangement about how they could start self-funding things for the city. That's how the bid started in 2008, and the rule of bids is that you can only be a bid for 5 years.
Always focus on people. To me, personally, it's not just about coffee, it's not just about food or coffee or things, It's about people. We work as a family, we have around 22 together. I think 20 plus people in the same building, staying as a family is one of the most important things.
Every business in that area, there are 711 of them, every business in that area pays a small levy on their rateable value. That money comes to us and we spend it on delivering a business plan that is agreed with all those businesses.
For many high streets across the UK, they have become ghost towns, with 37 shops being lost every day in 2024. And the national vacancy rate for shops in the UK is at 14%. However, Winchester isn't following this national trend.
In Winchester, we were running at 3, which was incredible. We're now running at probably 6, and that's ridiculous. It's still ridiculously low, but that's because I've got another 3 empty units.
A lot of challenge as a business-wise is the cost of everything. Obviously, the VATs and costs and the business rates and the stuff. That's crazy. And every single the foods and stuff costs go, skyrocket already. It's going absolutely mad compared to 10 years ago, and now everything seems double to me. But wages doubled, everything doubled. But I can't. 10 years ago, this latte was selling for £3. I can't sell right now £6 for it. That is a challenge. Do you see what I mean? And everything goes up, but as a business, I think that was the biggest challenge.
So we have over 200 independent businesses in the high street area alone. And what we do with them is we meet regularly with them, so we talk about all their concerns. We help them with training. We help them with events. We produce a map of them all that we distribute 10,000 copies of every year. We put up signage on the end of streets directing people to them. We've just launched, hot off the press-ish, an Indie Winch online directory so that people coming to the city can find them online. We celebrate Independence Month in July, so literally we do a big photo campaign, a big press campaign in order to encourage people to shop at independent businesses. And we take a chalet at the Christmas market, whereby over the course of the 5 weeks-ish, we put 15, 16 businesses in there for free so that they can experience trading in a different environment.
The kind of post-COVID venture, we started doing pop-ups and a mobile pizza events company. We did residency at the Black Boy pub and we grew, it was super popular, so we decided the next step would be to open up a restaurant.
Kind of a way in which independent businesses can start up from beginning somewhere smaller and then being able to afford somewhere like this.
I would highly recommend, moving into a kitchen first and doing a residency somewhere, trying it, getting your processes down, seeing if it works, and then you can make adjustments. When you, especially in this current climate, if you go straight into bricks and mortar, without kind of people knowing what you do, who you are, without the proper kind of marketing, it can be really difficult. So it's a safer way of moving and progressing.
Independent businesses, they're exciting. You know that the person behind the counter probably has paid for all that stock and is dependent on you to spend your money, but then they are going to spend that money putting it back in the local economy. So they're really important because not only do they create jobs, but they bring individuality to a place, and they are a whole part of the economy, a whole sector of the economy.
Why are independent restaurants important, just in general?
They're highly skilled. They're not just kind of a copy and paste, carbon copy of every chain, let's say. There's more character, you've got more interesting people, more interesting food. Generally the layout, for instance, is often is a lot different. The menu's a lot different. There's also, you're crafting your skill basically. So people who are really passionate about what they do, that's why independents, are so important.
What are some of the challenges you've kind of experienced since starting and currently?
Wages going up, Brexit didn't help with the imports of food, basically. That made it really difficult. So we've seen our tomatoes that we use, for instance, the Salvazanas, they've gone up tenfold in price since we first started. So those are the kind of current challenges. To basically be sensible, not greedy, but make sure that your product is always on point. So people that do come back, that's the best way of challenging these rising costs.
An independent business, independent boutique. We've got 2 shops, one here and one in Westbourne, Bournemouth. Opportunity, oh my goodness, it was over 10 years ago now, to rent a room in the consortium up on Jury Street.
Yeah.
So we were there for about 8 or 9 years upstairs. Yeah.
So then you kind of built up a business to then come here?
Yeah.
What was that process like?
So we've done it all very, we didn't go and take out a massive loan or anything to start us off. We've just sort of built up gradually. So I think we both, bought a little bit of stock at the beginning and then we just grew that. I love it. I still love doing what I do, and it's really nice being here because we've got a really nice community. We get on well with the guys next door at Bento, the other shop H&B, Seagrass Bay here. We get on really well with the other businesses, so it's quite nice to have a little community. It's not easy being in Winchester, and the fact that the rent is high, but also for us it has been it's reminding people that you're here because we're not on the high street, so we need to get people from the high street to us here, so that's a challenge. And we also need to get people to remember that we're here. That's the other thing, because even our regular customers that we have who are lovely, people will come in and go, oh God, I always forget you're here.
Winchester Market dates back to Anglo-Saxon era. Now it's a frequent appearance on the high street, with a range of independent businesses every Thursday, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, so my name's Christopher Brooks and my business is Dreamtime UK. I've been doing the market now in Winchester for nearly 4 years. Basically, bringing stuff from Indonesia, and I work directly with. So I do the wood carvings, and I design some of it. They design some of it. So I've been working with them for over 20 years. That little shop just there, what used to be Claire's, apparently it's 52,000 a year. I did say to a few of them, I said, maybe if we group together, but the risk is just too high, especially the way things are at the moment. Council, we kind of feel they're trying to fight against us rather than, we've had problems with the landlords of these buildings. They keep saying, we want you to do this, we want you to do that, which, and at the end of the day, as far as I'm aware, I don't take my word, but as far as I'm aware, the market's been here a lot longer than any of these shops.
Customer, local people, so much they support, and then also we got lots of support from local businesses as well. Even the cafe Winchester, around 15-20 cafes around, and I don't think they see us as a kind of like competitions and something. They always support us.
Staffing is always an issue, but the way that we get around it is we're lucky that we get lots of people always apply, so then you kind of you keep on your best ones, and usually they know people who are amazing, and then we develop them and grow them and teach them more skills, and they become better and more confident within the role. And we just have a really good team. So people who are really passionate about what they do. That's why independents are so important, because without independence you wouldn't necessarily try something new.
That whole thing that people are looking to find something different and something unique, and when we buy clothing we have 6 or 8 of something. That sometimes we're reorder or we can reorder, but often not. What we have,
is what you have.
What challenges is probably just trying to keep things current. Maybe social media constantly, but you've got to constantly be evolving. People want to constantly see new things. They're coming in to see what you've got. So you need to keep ahead of all those things.
It's changed a bit because the council it feels like the council got more involved, and I think there's too many people in the council trying to do their, so they're actually hindering it rather than, we've got one lady who kind of represents the council, if you like, and I feel that between the people that run the market and the people and her should be left to get on with it, because they try to block lots of things actually.
Claire's building on rent for $52,500 per year on Boxpod is a clear example of what independent businesses face for starting in Winchester. Whilst Winchester has a successful scene of independent stores, as cost of living increases and rent rising, many are at risk. Yet independent businesses must be supported to protect Winchester's identity and economy.